So the customer 240Z is in high fill primer. Looks good in black. Put a Monster Energy logo on the roof and call it done. Yeah, still got to wet on wet the inside with high fill primer and then straight into the colour. So yeah, that's where we are with that. And the XK, it's a short week this week, so all I did was I managed to get this door stripped down ready for epoxy. It was too cold and wet yesterday to go painting, so I just left it until next week. So anyway, just to let you know once again that I can't record what I do to the customers' cars down the shed. That's why I don't have a lot to do, not a lot of instructional stuff for you at the moment, because I'm at a point on my 240Z where there's it's all just little fiddly stuff and it's nothing that's really worth filming. So I'm sorry guys if my videos are a bit boring for you at the moment, but yeah, during the week I work, on the weekends I play with my stuff. It's just the way it is. And yeah, once I get onto the Morris there'll be more metalworking videos, but that's not going to be for a little while yet. I've got to finish the 240 first, and it's all boring stuff now, like panel gapping and body filler and just little fiddly stuff. But yeah, I was walking up on this before and it just looks like, now I've taken the big wide tray off, it looks like it's got its ears pinned back. It's good for streamlining, I actually like it. So it's got the new shockers in the front now as well. Took it for a drive last night and it's actually quite fun to drive now. It's pretty planted on the road, and it's almost nippy with the extra weight taken out of the tray. So I was thinking about welding the diff, but doing a little bit of research, it's a bit hit and miss. Apparently you get some understeer when you weld the diff, because the back's just trying to keep you straight all the time. But I think until I get some better tyres on it, I don't think I'll weld the diff just yet. What I want to do is get a Hilux or a Navara or any diff out of a car like that, which is 6 studs, so I can keep these wheels on it. And yeah, an LSD. But then again, saying that, down the track I'm going to put a I'll be changing the whole lot. It's going to be IRS. I'll probably shorten the chassis a bit, and yeah, interesting. And yeah, it's going to be a long road, but there's lots more I've got to do to it yet. So yeah, I think it's ready for next race, which is about 3 or 4 weeks away. And then after that I'll try and get tyres before next season, but I'm budgeting at the moment, so I'm limiting myself to what I can spend. So yeah, anyway, on the 240Z today, it's only the start, well, halfway through the first day of the weekend, so I've still got plenty of time to go to sort stuff out on this yet. It's a bit dark back here. Hang on, I'll turn my... I can't, it's got no battery in it. So I've got the this side sorted out. I'm just working on that side of the taillights around. But yeah, it's not poking out at the bottom anymore. I've got the clips to actually hold. I've got this clip here. This is what holds them on at the bottom. This one I drilled out and saved. It's got to go under this one here. I've got to weld it on. And the rear end is nearly done, then I can start moving forward. Got a leak in my shed roof right up there. I think I missed, when I was putting the tin on the roof, I missed the screw hole. And unfortunately it leaked down because we got a fair bit of rain over the last few days and ran water down my bare metal bit that I ground out just last weekend. So I've got to clean that up as well. Yeah. So I got these aftermarket door skins I put on a while back. Problem is this side's a little bit short, so what I've had to do is, I mean, I could have opened it up again and remade the fold, but what I've done is I've just put a bead of weld along the edge. Trying to get you out of the shadow there. And I'll just grind that down flush now, and hopefully that should close the gap enough for me to be happy with it. That's the problem with aftermarket stuff, it doesn't always fit how it's supposed to. Yeah, I'm going to put it back on the car and we'll have a look. Well, I got the width of the gap right, but the top of the door's got to come out this way, so I'm going to have to put some spacers behind the top hinge, which isn't uncommon on these. The other 240Z I've got down the shed has spacers in the top hinge as well. So yeah, I might even pull one of those spacers out of that one so I can take a pattern off it and make some for this. That way I might be able to get it out enough too so I can pull this guard out enough so it's not touching on the body there. And the guard could probably go a fraction further forward now so that I've got the gap closed up. Because that gap there is now narrower than the gap at the back by a fraction. So I can afford to go forward probably a millimetre or so. But I've had enough for the night. I'm going to go inside and maybe have an early night and come out here early in the morning and start all over again. There you go, guys. I took a pattern off of the other 240Z down the shed for the hinge spacers. So I'm going to slap those in now and see what happens. Okay, I've got it mostly sorted out up the top. Got a little bit more to tidy up around this area here. I'm just going to put a little bit of zap a little bit of weld in there and then grind it off smooth. But I'm going to take this guard off first, and I'll do it on the car. So I'm going to work my way down the bottom here and fix up this mess down here. So this line here is way off. So yeah, I've got to remedy that. And also I've got to replace the rust in the bottom of this guard. So while the guard's off, I'm going to do that at the same time. So that's the rest of my afternoon fixed. That's what I mean. This is the same stuff I've been doing over and over again. So I've lost interest in recording it because I've done it so many times before. You can go back and look at my older videos if you want to see that again, but I don't see any point in filming it over and over again. I need something new to film. That's why I'm getting into racing a bit more lately. Something different. Yeah. What a pearl a day. I mean, this is why I got to push to get my 240Z finished, because I'm missing out on this. I could be out cruising through the hills, coffee shop hopping or whatever, just cruising. I'm missing it. I need to get on the road. I mean, I could take my old CX for a ride, but my heart lies with my 240Z at the moment. I've got to get that going. It is tempting though. Yeah, maybe I'll take a day soon. Next nice day I'll just go for a ride. Even that. Although that's not very comfortable, but it is still fun to drive. Back to it. So I've got the guard off, sitting here. First thing I've got to do is I've got to fix the inner bracing section here. As you can see, that's rusted out too. So I've got to undo this seam here so I can slice it off and replace it with new tin. Let's put that there. It's quite fortunate that I already made a lower section years and years ago, probably about 5 years ago. I made this lower section, not necessarily for this car, I just made it for the hell of it, and I don't need to use a whole lot because the rust is all below that line, so I'm going to slice it through here so I can weld below the line, so no warping up this way. Hard part's going to be this. Well, it's not hard, but the most tedious part is going to be making that bit there. That could take me the rest of the day. Hardest part of rust done. Well, not the hardest. The last most difficult piece of rust done. And I've just got that little patch on the front of the bonnet, which is easy peasy and shouldn't take me very long at all. So after I've done this, it's all smooth sailing. No, it's not. There you go, it's a little bit less rusty. So I'm going to take this whole bit out now, this whole section, so I can clean up underneath, because as you can see it's rusty all up along there, and I don't want that to come back and bite me in the arse later on. Yeah, I definitely think this is a wise idea, just from what's falling out from separating these seams. She's a bit rusty under there, I think. So it's not major bad under there. I can see one little pinhole there, but I think it should blast up alright. I expected that to be really bad up on that side, but yeah, good idea to pull it out, because that's going to come out later down the road and spoil my party. I think that's about all I'm going to get done for today. I'm going to push really hard, push myself really hard to come out here during the week after my actual paid work and get this thing rolling, because yeah, I've got to get it done. It's got to be done. Summer's coming up. We're actually at the winter solstice tomorrow, so it's halfway through winter and it's going to start swinging around the other way now. So yeah, time to get serious, guys. Get into it. All right, well, I'm going to sign off from here, and yeah, I'll catch you next week. Have a good one, guys.